Hi, hi, Brats babes. Welcome back to my channel. Um, I'm. I feel like I'm in a little bit of a burnout as of lately. Admittedly, um, I just feel so exhausted. Like there's no energy to be had. And the thing is, I know the areas in my life where I desperately need to rest, and I feel guilty for resting though. Like I need like I need to rest from I guess I need like a mental rest and a social rest. And that, I guess I'm talking more of an online or whatever kind of social rest. My fiance and I, we talk every day, all day, just about. And it's very taxing on my energy mentally and emotionally and socially. Going in person, like hanging out with people in person, I've noticed has been. Oh God, it hurts. Sorry. I think I dislocated my jaw because it hurts. It hurts so bad, and I can't open it all the way. It hurts for me to chew, and it hurts for me to talk, and it hurts me to bite food. Like this morning, I had bananas for breakfast, and I could barely get my mouth open enough to even like take a bite of a freaking banana. But anywho, that's off topic. But I have also realized that in ways I need spiritual rest as well. I think that's why I feel so inclined to go to temple in spite of like the fear and anxiety, in spite of everything. Um, because I don't know, I feel like I need that. There's an imbalance in my life, and I need, I don't know, like spiritual interaction, I guess, purpose. Tomorrow, my niece turns 5, and naturally, I plan on going to her birthday party. I'm also going to be hanging out with my best friend a little bit beforehand. Um, I've washed some dishes. I really have, genuinely. I've been cleaning a little bit, and honestly, that's something I felt like I've needed to do. It's just I can't clean when I'm on the phone with my fiance because my fiance takes all of my energy to where I don't have any energy left for the cleaning. And that creates this feedback loop, and it's very daunting where it's just like I don't feel like I'm getting any rest. I need rest to do other things, and I'm not getting that rest that I need, and I'm not getting these things done that I need, and so I'm effectively at a standstill with no like real help or support, it feels like. And I don't know, part of me feels really awful and guilty and selfish for feeling that way. um I'm exhausted. I am beyond exhausted. Every ounce of energy that I had feels like it's gone, and I just don't have a whole lot of energy. And I feel guilty about it, but I can't keep living this way. I'm It's going to kill me. I'm almost certain of it. I don't have time for mental rest or emotional rest. And I'm sleep deprived. I'm horribly sleep deprived because I'm trying to carve out a little bit of time for myself. And this means compromising my sleep so that I can have a little bit of time of myself to I'm trying to cling to that rest, trying to have it. And instead, all I've done was push myself further into burnout and cause myself a great deal of pain and suffering unnecessarily. I'm so exhausted. I don't even know what to do about it because I keep communicating it, but at the same time, I don't reinforce my boundaries. So it's like, hey, I need a little bit of rest from doing this on a daily basis. Like I've communicated on multiple occasions, but I feel guilty if I don't talk to my fiance all day because I recognize how helpful that is for my fiance. So it's kind of like, it's difficult because he relies on me, and it's killing me. Everyone is leaning on me, and it is killing me. And I don't have the same luxury of leaning on others. All I can do is try to communicate where I'm coming from and hope to God that they can understand it, knowing full well that they won't, and that they will continue to step over my boundaries, and that I will continue to let them out of a sense of guilt. When you are used to people relying on you and people needing you, you feel really guilty, like you're betraying them or turning your back on them when you need to take time for yourself. I have spent my entire life taking care of other people. And it's kind of exhausting because it feels like I don't get to take care of me and nobody takes care of me. They support me, but they don't take care of me. I don't know. Maybe that's dumb. Maybe that's not even like logical. Maybe I'm just like overthinking things and just being selfish. I'm not actually quite sure. And that's adding to the whole conflict of it. I just don't really know exactly what to do or how to approach things. How do I be there for them, support them, without caving under the pressure myself? I don't know. But my life is starting to feel like a house of cards. It's all leaning on me, it feels like. And I'm a rather worn out card that's ready to give out. And I'm sorry if I seem really drowsy and kind of a little bit out of it. My sleep medicine has not left my system as of yet, so I'm still very groggy. But again, I deprive myself of sleep, trying to carve out some time for myself because I don't have a spine and I don't reinforce my boundaries or stand up for myself because I'm too scared that if I don't let them lean on me, it'll be my fault when things fall apart. That's kind of how it feels. I do feel better having talked about it, though, I will admit that. So I thank y'all for being, like, I guess a bit of an outlet. I mean, whether y'all are watching or not, regardless. My invisible audience. Because it's not like I see who sees me. That's the thing. This is like putting myself out there and being vulnerable, but without that being, it's not two ways. My vulnerability is not then followed up by someone else's vulnerability. If that makes sense. I'm not sure. Like, I'm being vulnerable here, and rather than like in a normal friendship where rather than being like a friendship type of situation where there's like basically I'm letting everyone into my diary, it feels like, I guess. And my fiance subscribed to this channel, which means that all of my private thoughts and all of my feelings, if I put them out there, for my very small audience, he is in fact part of it, that audience. I'm pretty sure there's like a handful of you guys, a decent handful of you guys who consistently seem to interact with my content. I'm pretty sure that I probably lost a few, considering I'm very boring and I didn't actually end up sticking with the fashion stuff as much as I'd like. It's just I haven't had the energy and I've been trying to survive. It's kind of hard to focus on something so frivolous as fashion and makeup and beauty and stuff. Sorry, there was like something stuck there. Yeah, so it's like really hard to focus on anything outside of survival right now, and I just feel horribly burnt out, and I feel like I'm never going to escape this feeling of burnout, and I'm never going to escape this feeling of one-sided support. I always feel guilty if I lean on others, so I don't do it. I don't want to be inconvenient. But it kind of feels like everything is falling apart and I'm failing anyway. People are leaning on me and I'm not doing enough to support them, I feel like. So I'm failing anyway, and it's like pray. So there's not even like a positive from this. I'm chronically exhausted and burned out. I feel completely alone in everything that I deal with. And then I don't know, I just feel kind of guilty for like feeling these way, I guess. Um, I'm not exactly like sure how to go about handling it. I feel horribly selfish and I feel guilty about it. And that's feeding into, I guess, the depression that this burnout has thrown onto me, I guess. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this because it's like I need to support my people, you know. I need to support my mom. I need to support my fiance. They need me. I need to support my family. And I guess the only way I can support them is by letting them lean on me. It's not like I'm supporting them financially. I don't work. It's not like I'm supporting them in any other tangible way. The only thing I can do is sacrifice my own mental health for them and my physical health because I have nothing else I can give. Maybe that's stupid rationalization. Who knows? Maybe even plain old delusion. I don't feel particularly depressed. I just feel really exhausted overall, and that's about it. I think that I've been doing better with the skin picking, though. I think that the focusing on the negative aspects of the sensory experience has allowed me to kind of dissuade myself. And yeah, sure, I still occasionally catch myself picking, but it's not nearly to the same extent. So I'm hoping that. Hold on. Yawning hurts. I'm hoping that going forward it becomes, more manageable. I think putting fake nails on will help as well. I don't know. Because, like, it's helped me in the past, I feel like. But I don't really have a lot of the energy to be putting on the nails. And I don't really have nails right now to even put on. I would love to, actually. I would love to. You know what? No, I would love to sit down and, like, do my nails and, like, make myself look lovely and everything like that. Like, I would love to do that. And maybe I will later on today for temple. Like, I'll make myself look lovely. I won't put on any nails, obviously, because I don't have any to put on. Oh, sorry. Yawning is excruciating. It hurts so bad. And the thing is, everything hurts so bad, and I'm tired of hurting all the time, and it's just like, it's the cherry on top of everything else. And I know that, like, I'm being super negative, and like, I'm just sitting here, like, I guess, bitching and moaning and complaining on the internet, rambling and yapping away. But, I mean, what else can you do sometimes? Sometimes all you can do is candidly talk to a camera and hope that maybe it can have some kind of positive effect in someone else's life who might feel similarly. Make them feel less alone. I don't know. That's my hope anyway. Um, I look forward to when I can go to college. I think that that will be a very positive experience for me. And I think that it will help me to build structure in my life that I very much desperately need. At least I hope so. At least, because I plan on. I plan on pursuing music, which is something I'm deeply passionate about. I've always wanted to get into music. And music feels healing to my soul, and I feel like if I could find a way to use music as an outlet, that I could truly like have a healthy coping mechanism and a creative outlet both in one. Um, and even if the only thing that I get from it is the experience and that somehow helps me going forward in life, then I don't see it as a waste. Um, I've always wanted to do this, and I'm not going to let fear stop me from trying. And I found that like if I touch it and reassure myself that it is fine, that I can avoid picking. So, you know, that's kind of what I've been doing. I'm trying to slowly eradicate me touching my face so much as a habit, but for right now, I just have to kind of break the picking the picking habit itself. Um, oh. Also, I want to show you guys my current crochet project. I'm working on a blanket for my mom. And it's her favorite color is purple. Well, actually, her favorite color is all colors, rainbow. But if she had to pick one, she would pick purple. And I figured, you know what? It's a little bit wrinkled up from being inside the pumpkin. But it's a gradient purple. It's going to have shades of grays and whites and shades of purple. She also wants blue added into it. So, like, once I get more blue yarn, I probably will. So yeah, I kind of switch between projects as I get visually fatigued by looking at the same color palette. I kind of switch to a different blanket, and then when I get fatigued of when, because there are times where I want to learn new stitches, and so that's when I start to lean into other projects. I've been learning the strawberry stitch lately. I'm actually making a miniature mock-up of a pattern that I have in mind regarding the strawberry stitch. And I want to see how it looks in miniature form before I commit to making a full-size blanket, because I'm thinking that, okay, so I'm thinking from a logical standpoint, you know, if I crocheting helps me keep my mind clear. Like I'm able to keep track of my train of thought better. If I if I'm going to use crocheting as somewhat of a side hustle slash hobby that allows me to not only have a way of channeling my anxieties and bringing me peace and calmness, which crocheting does. And I like to crochet intentions into the stitches, you know, like love and peace and positive vibes, you know. It just kind of helps me, I don't know, it helps me ground myself and feel almost like, I don't know, it's almost meditative. But yeah, I switch between projects and stuff a lot, but I plan on doing a lot of blankets, hats, gloves, universal stuff, scarves, plushies. Although if I make plushies, I don't think I could sell them. Sorry. Uh, Head scarves and bandana type things, you know what I'm talking about. Um, and a couple of clothing garments. I feel like those are things that I'll have to do in the future, though, whenever like things are a little bit different. I want to crochet a ball gown for myself, and I want it to be entirely made up of cherry blossoms, Japanese cherry blossoms, sakura. I want a ball gown made entirely of crocheted sakura. Would that not be lovely? Sakura blossoms. And that'll be the dress that I wear to my reception for my wedding, I've decided. Because I wanted something princessy and I wanted something pink. I have a deep love for, you know, Japanese cherry blossoms. I have a deep love of the color pink and princessy vibes. And so I think that that's how I'm going to end up doing it in regards to that project. This one's going to be a multi-year project considering, like I said, it's going to be a ball gown. So it's probably going to be one that I put down and pick up and put down and pick up and revisit periodically over the next couple of years. And it'll be easy for me to do that garment versus other garments because that one I'm constructing to fit me. Whereas garments that you have to sew, you have to worry about other people's sizes. So you have to make multiple different sizes and hope to God that there's somebody that size that wants to buy it. And that's why I'm having a hard time like justifying making clothing garments like that I don't know. Like I suppose I could do like really flowy, oversized like maxi dresses and have those can be a little bit more universal. It's just those take a lot more material, a lot more energy, and a lot more time. Cardigans, those are pretty universal. I can do cardigans, oversized sweaters and stuff. Those are another thing that I plan on doing to try to have like a little bit of a side hustle. Like I said, hats, scarves, gloves, other little accessories that are universal like that. Purses. There's going to be so many purses and bags and such, and blankets. So those are the primary things that I plan on producing, crocheting wise for my side hustle situation. And I don't know, maybe I'll like actually get it on camera like when I do, because right now I've got row 1 finished of the strawberry blanket. I'm making it the right size for my Raggedy Ann doll. Because I was like, okay, so if we're going to make a miniature version of this blanket to kind of get an idea of the pattern that I want to make, then I may as well make a small one for my doll so that I can justify the usage of the yarn for this, I guess, miniature mock-up to kind of flesh out the idea of my design, because I do have a very specific idea with the strawberry blanket. I want to make strawberry cardigans as well. I think those would be so cute. Um, I love strawberries so much. I think they're so lovely. Speaking of strawberries, I have some in the fridge, and oh my gosh, they are calling my name. But anywho, so yeah, those are my future crochet plans, as it stands right now. And yeah, so part one of this video was, let's discuss the fact that I feel like death. And then part two is, how am I going to figure out a way to feel productive in my life so that I can stop feeling like a bum? On the bright side, I'll always be able to give people nice gifts. If I crochet them. Because who doesn't love a homemade gift? Besides, right now, crochet seems to be actually becoming trendy. And I think that it's becoming trendy in the same way that feed sack dresses during the Great Depression became trendy. Making your own cute clothes gives you a level of freedom with fashion that buying it denies you. And then for people who can afford to buy it, they can have stuff that's homemade and unique. They can purchase from people such as myself who sit and make it. I guess my biggest anxiety is, like, regarding the crocheting, is that, like, people won't want to buy my crochet and that I won't be able to make any money off of it, and therefore I will have wasted a lot of time. And I don't think it's a waste of time. I genuinely enjoy crocheting. It's just, it's more about the money that goes into it that I'm more worried about. The purchasing of the yarn, purchasing of hooks. I want to get some more specialized hooks so I can, I want to get longer hooks so I can, really make blanket making easier, of this strawberry variety anyway. Let's see. The strawberry blanket can also be adapted to a pumpkin blanket. So I'm also probably going to make some of those as well. Got to have some autumn vibes. So we got some spring and summer, and we got some autumn winter. And yeah, I'm very fond of my seasonal fruit. So fall and winter, to me, those are pumpkin seasons. And spring and summer are strawberry seasons. And I want to make... Okay. Hear me out. Lesbian Pride strawberry stitch crocheted items. Wouldn't that be so cute? I don't know, I don't have rainbow, but I do have a lot of Lesbian Pride colors. I have a lot of orange and white and pink tones, considering those are some of my favorite kinds of colors. So I was thinking that maybe I could, what if I made a lemon blanket? That's interesting. But, it got very quiet. But yeah, those are, I guess, my crochet plans. I'm still working on my best friend's blanket. The blanket for Voy. She loves the colors that I'm using so far, and I'm very glad about that. She's very fond of turquoise and teal and bluish green tones, a lot of green tones as well. So that's mostly what I'm incorporating into her blanket. So I have all of those set aside for her blanket. I think there's this other blanket that I'm actually going to unravel and start again. Which, I mean, yeah, that kind of sucks because, like, I did a lot of hard work, but the thing is that I kind of want to branch out and kind of explore other options with the way that I make blankets. Like, I don't want all of my blankets to just be giant infinity granny squares. I'm having fun with it, but I'm kind of wanting to come up with my own blanket designs. So, one of the blankets that I've been making, just, one that I've been working on for myself, is a flower blanket. But then I changed my mind and decided it's going to be a cardigan instead. So now I'm making a flower cardigan, which I'm actually having a tremendous amount of fun with because it's kind of like freestyling it. So yeah, I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just trying my best to stay sane and getting anxious about, because I feel like a lot of my self-worth does hinge on, and I know this is a problem that society has pushed on me and that I have internalized and am now tormenting myself with. But I need to feel like I'm doing something productive, or that my life has meaning or purpose, because I don't know, otherwise it feels absolutely horrid, all things considered. Oh yeah, and this is my crochet pumpkin. It's where the ball of yarn lives. That way I can travel, have it not roll away from me, but still it has the freedom to roll. So, and I pull on it and need more yarn, I can easily do that. Honestly, I prefer this over those fancy little bowls that they have, those little ceramic ones, because this is portable. Furthermore, and this also gives a freedom that other crochet bags don't. But I also do have a small safety pin type thing hooked on here that I can use if needed to have the yarn be fed through. It's just, this has gotten to such a small size now, and that there is only one ball of yarn in the bucket, that I don't need that right now. So yeah, I was thinking like I might do a live stream later on, just sitting here crocheting and chatting with y'all, but I feel like live streaming when you have a computer is a lot easier than when you have a phone, because I can't really keep up with all the comments and stuff, and I feel really guilty about that. But yeah, hopefully I have the energy later on to make another video, a more fashionable video, showing like my outfit and makeup prior to the temple and everything. I probably am gonna do my makeup this time around. It shouldn't be too shocking. I've posted pictures of me wearing makeup on my Facebook quite a few times and everything. So I know that like it's not going to shock them too much. And I don't think that that lawyer guy is going to be there, because this is an earlier service and he tends to not show up to these ones. He tends to show up to the like other ones. I heard that his mom is sick, and I hope that she gets better. Like, I'm praying for her healing, because like I know how like stressful that can be and how scary that could be. But it still doesn't like give him the right to be kind of a jerk either, though. But yeah. I always really liked this very vibrant shade of purple. And I really like the way that this, all the way up until about where I start using grays and whites, this all took one, like, so far one ball of yarn has been used, and then little bits of others have been used for the gray and the white and this purple that I'm adding now. This purple. And underneath of it is another ball of yarn. Actually, I found that if I use scrap yarn or like these little like things that I've crocheted but that ultimately abandoned, I ball them up and then I use them as a foundation to make my, like, take my skeins of yarn and turn them into balls of yarn, which I found makes it easier for it not to get tangled when I do it this way, which is why I do it this way. It's just part of the ritual, I guess. And, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll, like, crochet really lovely things. And, like, I'll actually succeed and, like, have a purpose. And then I can feel like, oh, yeah, I have a job now. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of pressure, I feel like, in society to be productive and justify your existence, especially when you're disabled or chronically ill. Because it's like, you're seen as a drain on society and a non-productive person in society. And there's a lot of ableism, and you kind of start to internalize a lot of it. And I think that by crocheting, this gives me something tangible to work with, something that gives me value and gives my life meaning. And I know that I shouldn't let like that stuff like affect me, but the thing is I don't know how not to, you know. And there is a lot of, like, it's not just a societal pressure thing, but you kind of need to figure out a way to survive when it comes to stuff like this. Like, I don't know, I need to earn money because I need that little bit of independence and freedom. I need to not be reliant on others because that gives them power. Even if they don't abuse it, it still feels like it gives them power over me. And I think that's part of why I let people cross the line and why I let people walk all over my boundaries. I feel like that's why I let myself be exhausted and burnt out to such an extent, just for the sake of appeasing others, because it feels like, well, they do X, Y, and Z for me to support me, so I need to give them everything. And I know that that's not a very healthy mindset, and I don't really know how to get out of that mindset. And I feel like crocheting might be a way to kind of like help me work on that. Either that or I'm completely delusional and putting way too much stock into this yarn stuff. But either way, a little bit of independence won't hurt. And so, yeah. I'm going to, pardon me, sorry. I'm going to give this a go, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do this and see, you know, what I can manage with it all, you know. I want to see if I can have that little tiny bit of independence, my own little independent income. Something to give me a little bit of purpose and make me feel less like a bum. Well, anywho, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one for sure. whether that be today or tomorrow. I'm not yet certain. I thank you guys for watching and I guess listening and supporting. I hope you guys are having a marvelous day. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.